You know, doing this photography thing, it's all about getting into character. It's almost like you gotta become this character. You gotta become this person. You gotta be able to put yourself in the person's shoes and become it. Whenever you're emulating a particular character, whether it be your graphic designing or your acting, you gotta actually become this character. You gotta actually feel this character's pain. And I want to say about a year ago, I did this thing where I wanted to kind of reenact the Trayvon Martin scene, and I had to actually, put myself in his shoes. I had to actually put myself in Trayvon Martin's shoes, just outside looking in. So I had on a hoodie, went to the store, purchased, I got the drink, the Skittles and whatnot, because when you're doing this photography, this graphic design thing, and you want to portray a different aspect of it, because it's good to be unique. It's good to be different when you're creating these images. So whenever you want to make a statement, that's what's so good about graphic design in general, because you can make a statement, a strong, powerful statement with your own creativity. With your own creativity, you can make a strong, powerful statement. And the aspect of this is to just kind of, just building off your creativity and expanding with it. Expand with your ideas, no matter what it is. I mean, sometimes you gotta go bold. You gotta go against the grain. You gotta go bold, man. And what I did in this particular photography shoot was, I played that role, man. Really put myself in this young man's shoes. Really put myself in this young man's shoes. I went to the store. I purchased the Skittles, had the black hoodie on, had all that on, man. And, it was a good experience for me because, just playing that part, walking down the street with the soda and the Skittles in my hand, just, playing that role, man. Because, man, whenever you're doing a photo shoot or anything like that, man, and you want to make a statement, there has to be real emotion behind your character. It has to be real emotion. So you really gotta act it out. You really gotta feel this character. You really gotta feel what he went through, or whatever you're trying to display. A couple years ago, I did a few alter egos with my friend Don Hill, and he told me, you definitely gotta, you definitely gotta get into the character. You gotta play that role. And one of my alter egos was a nerd with glasses, and my other alter ego there was a bully behind him. And what that particular did, you got to play that sense of fear. You kind of got to play that sense of fear when you're doing this type of thing, man. Because it's all about creativity. It's all about creativity. That's what's really gonna help you expand. Building up your own creativity with the skills and talent that you have, building it up each and every day. So the thing is, getting into character, becoming the nerd, also becoming the bully. And what I did was, I took the photo shoot with the nerd, and I had on these glasses, and it was like we were in a library. Of course, we were behind a green screen. Green screens really help out. Once again, you can make the background fully transparent and put yourself in any type of background you want with the green screen. I did this with the project that I worked on a few months ago. It turned out great. It was a lot easier to do this. I didn't have to worry about, making the background fully transparent because it was already transparent behind the green screen. All I had to do was essentially getting the character, and as you see in this picture, I have, it's the nerd and it's the bully, and the bully is about to grab him and he's about to surprise him, and the nerd is just scared. And this is what it's all about. You got to get into character first. You got to get into nerdy character and kind of fear for, like, oh, what's going on. Then you got to get into that rage mode, that that bully character, like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. So it's almost displaying two different personas while you do these photo shoots, or rather you do a video shoot as well, man. You gotta display two different roles, and that builds character as well, man. If you keep practicing with it, builds a lot of character, because these photos essentially tell a story. These photos that you do, that you create, or that you and your client creates, will tell a story. And that's what it's all about, man. Telling that story. And in photography or even video editing, it's all about telling that story. And that's exactly what I did. I told that story. First of all, you definitely want to get the right equipment. Props are always good. So any type of prop that you can find, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. As you see, I went to the gas station. I got the Skittles. I got the drink. It only cost me like $5, and there you go. I got my props for the project that I'm going to be working on. So essentially, I get behind my green screen. First, I put the hoodie on just like this. I put the hoodie on. And then I have the Skittles in my mouth just like this. This is all behind the green screen. As you see, I have my soft lights right there, to lighten up the green screen. That's very important. You always want to have lighting in your images when you're doing this. You want to have some sort of light to really bring out that picture. You never want to be in a dark setting. You want to have some sort of light. Right now, for this particular video, I'm using a soft light. And you can have one of these, or even a lamp would do. And this is exactly what I have behind my green screen to make this work. So I'm doing multiple different poses. I even have a flag bandana over my head. All this will coincide with the story I'm gonna tell, and all of these will work. So it can be used as a poster, it can be used as a podcast, it can be used as anything. The fact of the matter is getting into character and having the right props. And a prop can be anything. Once again, use your own creativity, because you got to remember, you guys, behind that green screen, you could be behind anything. The background is already fully transparent, so you could essentially be behind anything behind that green screen. So I think the toughest part for me when doing this was essentially getting into character. You have to have a sense of fear, a sense of urgency. There was a time where, I was doing this photo, and I had to put my hands up just like this, just like this. And at the same time, I would do different angles as well. I'll pose just like this, and there would be a sense of fear on my face. Fear, and like, just like this. Oh my God, just like this. And that's how you do it in a photo shoot, man. You want to just reenact that moment. You want to actually go into a different zone. You want to go into that different zone and put yourself into that moment. So when you do take that shot, it looks really dramatic. It looks like, wow, this guy's in real danger.